Top 10 Best AV Receivers. Number 10. Marantz NR1711 8K Slim. The Marantz NR1711 is the latest in the current trend of slimline receivers, a welcome trend, we might add. It's a sleek, attractive receiver that really wows on features. There's 8K compatibility, HDMI 2.1, and crucially, variable refresh rate. That's important for new consoles like the Xbox Series X and PS5. That said, the big downside here is that the Marantz NR1711 is overpriced right now. A hair under $800 feels like a lot, especially when you take into account the sound quality, which is good rather than great. Marantz do love their incremental updates, so hopefully newer models will see this one drop in price. However, right now, it's only worth considering if you're a gamer and want to get the absolute best out of your Xbox or PS5. Because outside of the Number 9. AVR S750H 7.2 CHX 75 watts. Previously, we would have advised against the Denon AVR S750H. It was an incremental update on the 740H, and cost about $200 more. But the price dropped recently to a much more affordable $499, so we think we can recommend it over its older brother. It's an excellent receiver, with a huge range of features and warm, engaging sound quality. However, it is features where the Denon AVR S750H struggles. As good a receiver as it is, it's a real puzzle that it doesn't have Google Chromecast, which most other receivers above it in this list have. We also have to give it a black mark for the on-screen interface, which is hugely clunky and outdated. While these issues mean that the Denon AVR S750H is the second choice, it's still a very good one overall. Number 8. Denon AVR S540BT Receiver. We are always very careful about recommending receivers under $300, as they can be hit and miss. The Denon AVR S540BT, fortunately, is the former. It may be parsimonious with features, especially when compared to models like the $278 Sony STR-DH590, our top budget pick. But it makes up for it with solid sound quality that has real punch and pizzazz. We also like the fact that it's a 5.2 system, meaning it can handle twin subwoofers, a rarity at this price point. The most glaring downsides, in our opinion, are the dated design and the lack of features. The Denon AVR S540BT may offer good sound, but it uses spring clips for speaker wire attachment, as opposed to the more common and much friendlier binding posts. That makes it fiddly and irritating to set up. And compared to other budget receivers, here, the AVR S540BT loses out big time. It offers only Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master surround sound, which are very limited options. We like it for pure sound quality, but it's far from the best receiver here. Number 7. Sony STR-DN1080. Several other sites place the STR-DN1080 at the top of their lists. We are not several other sites. While we think it's solid, especially for the price range, it doesn't quite get the edge over the Yamaha RX V685. All the same, it's got excellent sound quality, not to mention power, 165 watts, which is more than enough to power just about any speaker currently on the market. And it easily beats out the similarly priced Denon AVR S750H, below, in most categories. There's only really one exception, which is Amazon Alexa functionality. We also love Sony's interface, which continues from the one present on the old 1060, and is very easy to use. We appreciate the fact that it not only has Dolby Atmos and DTS::X functionality but also DSD functionality. That means it can play ultra-high resolution audio files, a nice touch, and not one you see often. Here's to the 1090. 1100. Number 6. Integra DRX 3.3. Sonos speakers are hugely popular, and with good reason. When it comes to wireless audio, they are among the easiest and best sounding options available. Their products are slowly becoming more and more integrated with A/V receivers, and we think the Integra DRX 3.3 does the best job here. It easily allows you to link existing Sonos speakers to it, as well as play any audio through the Sonos Connect app. If you own speakers from the company, and you want to integrate them into a compelling home theater setup. The problem is, Sonos integration aside, the Integra DRX 3.3 doesn't do anything particularly special. Other less expensive receivers, like the $649 Denon AVR S960H, arguably offer better sound quality. And since we are talking about price, it must be said that the DRX 3.3 is quite expensive for what you get. It's a great option for Sonos integration, but it definitely has its downsides. Number 5. Denon AVR S960H. Using an A/V receiver for music in addition to home theater can really simplify your life, as it enables you to use a single box for everything. But if you want to do this, you need a receiver that treats music just as well as it treats movies, and in all our testing, the Denon AVR S960H did the best job here. In our opinion, it ticks both the boxes. We look at the great musical playback. The first is solid sound quality, which feels like it really lifts the detail out of the music. The second is a range of features geared towards enjoying music, like a phono input for your turntable, and wireless music streaming from services like Spotify. It does help that the Denon AVR S960H performs well for movies, although it is missing a few key features we would have liked to see. There's no Chromecast, which limits what you can stream from your mobile device. There is no room correction software, and you can't upgrade beyond 7.2 channels. Number 4. Marantz SR6014. All of the receivers on our list can do surround sound. But doing it well is a different story, and doing Dolby Atmos well is even more challenging. That's why we think the Marantz SR6014 is the best option if you demand the ultimate in surround sound. It's not just that it gives you all the features you need, including a range of codecs, that's a given. It's that present sound quality that really emphasizes the individual channels, and lifts out the detail, punch, and clarity. While we think the $1,099 Denon AVR X3600H offers better overall value and features, it just can't compete with the SR6014 in terms of raw audio quality. There is a newer model from Marantz, the SR6015, which offers some visual advantages like 8K upscaling, HDR10+ and dynamic HDR. But in opinion, the SR6015 has the same problem as the newer version of our top-ranked Denon AVR X3600H, there's just not enough 8K content around. Number 3, Yamaha RX-V685 7.2 channel. In the world of home theater, there are several options for incorporating wireless surround speakers and avoiding pesky speaker wire. Sonos, Denon, and Yamaha are the top contenders, but receivers with Sonos functionality are expensive, and Denon's HEOS tech doesn't always work well. Yamaha, on the other hand, are both affordable and easy. The RX-V685 receiver incorporates their MusicCast software, which makes it easy to use compatible speakers for surround sound. Wireless home theater can be very expensive or finicky, but fortunately, the RX-V685 is the polar opposite. If the RX-V685 has one major downside, it's that it only has 4 HDMI ports. While they can all handle 4K video playback, 4 isn't very much. If you plan to add more sources later, this may pose a problem. Number 2. Sony STRDH595.2 ch surround. If you are a beginner in the world of home theater and surround sound, the Sony STRDH590 is the receiver to go for. It gives you all the features you'll need to get started with a basic surround speaker setup, and draws its wealth of features from its bigger brother, the best-selling STRDN1080, featured below. You get 5 speaker channels, allowing you to use speakers at the side or rear, and there's full 4K pass-through so you can get the very best out of your picture. One of the things to bear in mind with the Sony STRDH590 is that it doesn't play well with bigger floor standing or tower speakers. It simply doesn't have the finesse or power to drive them effectively, meaning you'll get subpar sound. If you go for this receiver, we recommend smaller satellite or bookshelf speakers. But really, that's one of the few downsides. If you're on a budget, or looking to dip your toe into surround sound, the Number 1. Denon AV-RX 3600H UHD. We think Denon make the best A/V receivers on the planet. In our opinion, they are leagues ahead of their competitors, and the AV-RX 3600H proves it. It truly is one of the finest receivers we've ever tested, impressing us with hard-hitting, muscular sound. It smokes any other receiver here, even beating out competitors like the $1,499 Marantz SR6015, our pick for surround sound. It does help that the X3600H has a wealth of useful features, not just a full complement of surround sound programs, but also genuinely useful and intuitive tweaks. The X3600H has 9.2 channels of audio, which is more than enough for most people. This is not the newest receiver Denon offer. That would be the AV-RX 3700H, which boasts full 8K capability. That means you can use it to watch special content on 8K TVs. But here's the thing, you don't need. Check out the description for more information in latest price.